Picks up the first down, still moving. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Smith wants to throw. Now sliding to his left. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Took a shot as he threw. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. It's complete. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
First quarter, first drive, first strike delivered, and it's the defense that comes up with the big play. Talking to the defensive coordinator, he felt really good about his pass defense, and he wasn't lying. Interception on the first drive, great possession.
Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The 1st down for the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Robinson looking to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Rebels offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Looking to throw on first down. Skips away from pressure. They get to him as he throws. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
Robinson will throw. On the move to his left. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. They get him down with this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He wants to throw it again. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on second down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverine.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They go to the ground. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Smith dropping to pass. Throws to the wideout. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. And the Rebels come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. The Rebels in the hurry up. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Going to swing it on second down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Royer. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Makes a connection. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Vegas. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bush. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Robinson looking to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Washington. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a heat. Oh, he wants it all. Catch inside the 30 and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He fires a bullet to the right. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time,
he'll take the deep shot. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UNLV.
and
I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Bush. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Robinson will throw. Got a man. It's Rodgers. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Complete downfield. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Still looking on the move. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that pass is caught at the 25. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage, take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Looking downfield on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He's going to fire deep. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Still on his feet at the 45. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket, the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. They finally make the stop, but that will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. So much for playing field position. It's just a one-score game here in the third, and they're lining up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Bush. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there, make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Give to the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Now facing a third and long. The play action fake. Lets it fly. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here.
Other scores throughout the country. Slippery 38. Seton Hill University 20.
The Wolverines come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end-to-end, coast-to-coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, take a knee, no, yes, over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bush. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Looking for space. It's Washington. Breaks into the open. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Wide open downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Now the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Smith wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fired. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Throws for the tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Wants to throw on 1st down. He turns it loose to the left. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Rebels. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
That is so hard to defend. QB wants to make a play from the pocket, but does a great job escaping to his left, eyes down the field. Palmer, he looked like a young, athletic Jesse Palmer, getting outside the pocket and throwing a dime.
I would have torn my ACL if I had tried to roll out to my left like that in my playing days, but how about this quarterback keeping his eyes downfield, never quitting on the play, and finding a viable option and delivering an accurate throw so that he could advance it after the catch and take it all the way into the end zone.
He gets a block. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Sends it back in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the 1st down.
The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. Right down the middle. Complete to the left. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful a reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Throwing on the run. Hits him in stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate, and late in the game
throws toward the end zone. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. He's got it.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when we know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy moving on.
Got his man downfield. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Smith dropping to pass. Looking down the middle. Got his man on the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. So much for firing to a stationary sit-down tight end. How about this guy working the corner and getting the first down?
These tight ends can do so much nowadays. You start to feature them, but you watch him on the corner route, man. Just push it vertical, push it to the corner. QB right on the same page with him. Throw the football out there, and he makes the catch.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Complete in the middle. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? To the air on 2nd down. Unleashes one deep. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Smith wants to throw. Makes the catch. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. And the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points of pressure, high and tight. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
What a fantastic fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up fourth down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win. And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
He lost it high and deep down the left side.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here. You're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown. It is a dagger in this game.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Smith dropping to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Royer. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Touchdown, Wolverine. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. The game is essentially over right now. You wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but it won't be forgotten. I can tell you that, because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative.
official will kick off to get the festivities started. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Smith wants to throw. Got his man down the middle. There he goes. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
All right, good news. The game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is that you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. The quarterback's going to have to be more dialed into his decision-making in this game.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. From the 30-yard line on first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Now improvising. He'll get rid of it. He makes the catch.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurd! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Great job by the wide receiver. The windows are so small in this area of the field. You saw him fight through the defender to make that catch on the TD.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And here he comes out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Gets it out quickly.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Sacked at the 7. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Smith dropping to pass. Makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him.
Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Didn't get anything on first down. Now second and goal from the 7. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Washington. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. I guess a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The toss sweep to the right. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Rebels offense is back on the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Rebels will hustle to the line.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this third and long. Smith wants to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The Rebels will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
To the air on 1st down. Throws to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Bob. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Short hands, it's Bob. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking left. And they're not on the same page there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They just keep firing. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Complete out of the backfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd!
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Let's go, right.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Smith dropping to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
The deep thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Zings it complete to the right. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.